So Spirit has been pushing me to share a dream for about 3 days now. Like once an hour, I'm like, share the dream, share the dream. So finally I'm sharing the dream. It's about extraterrestrials. I had this dream 4 years ago, and I know that because I wrote it in my notes app in my dream journal. So I'm going to share it with you now. So in the dream, I'm on the beach. I'm walking along the beach. It's at night. It's dark. So I look out over the water, and I see some lights that start catching my eye. So I'm watching, trying to figure out what I'm seeing. And it's like this cluster of lights that is kind of blinking, glittering. I'm still not sure what I'm seeing. And then gradually, what happens is an entire picture comes into view. It's like light by light, pixel by pixel, this thing suddenly materializes. And I see it. And it's an enormous spaceship. And it's all in like glittery, gold, shining light. And it's huge. So at this part in the dream, I notice that there are 2 other women on the beach with me. And I look over at them and we're like, oh, did you see it? Did you see it? And we're all excited and we're like talking about it and seeing what happens, or saying what we just saw happen. And so as the first woman was speaking, it was like all of a sudden, the way I described it in my dream journal is it's like a veil came over her. And all of a sudden she just kind of got dazed and stopped talking and had kind of a faraway look in her eyes. Then she started speaking again, but she was in trance. And in the dream, I knew her higher self was speaking through her. And the higher self said, she made a choice to unsee. She is not prepared for a life where that happened. She will not remember that this happened. She chose to live in ignorance. So then the second woman began speaking. And much like the first, she was talking about what she had seen and sort of paused, and I could tell that she was sifting through that experience, trying to decide how much of it she wanted to keep in her consciousness, trying to decide how much she wanted to believe and thus to remember. And as she decided what she wanted to believe and what she wanted to be part of her experience, it's like the totality of the experience was erased from her memory. You know, like when we wake up from a dream and we feel pieces of the dream like fading in our memory, it was like that. And so in the end, she reduced her experience to, oh, I saw some weird lights in the sky. It was weird. I don't know. And that was the end of it. So then in the dream, I felt defeated. I felt sad. I felt resigned because what locked in me was a knowing that I'm one of the ones who will see because I choose to see. And I will choose to allow that to be part of my experience. And further, this is going to be how it is for everyone. When we have people arguing about, did you see this? Did you see that? Did you have that experience? This dream taught me so much about how our beliefs really can and do shape our reality because we're limiting what is possible for us to experience. If our soul is like, that's not, I'm not ready. This body, this life, we're not ready for that experience. You will delete it and then you will not experience it. And that is fine. That is beautiful. Our higher selves are constantly in tune with us to figure out what is best for this life. So we're not going to throw any shade to these dream women. And we're not going to throw shade at people who in life sort and edit their reality like this. This is how it is. But I felt really strongly that I need to share this dream because I know a lot of people in the ET experiencer community and people who want disclosure and people who are tapped into that. There's a lot of talk about something happening this weekend and getting to see these ships and see things that are moving into position. And some people, I believe, absolutely will see and have those experiences, but not everybody will. And I believe this is why. I believe that in the future, as we continue to ascend and evolve and expand our consciousness, I believe we will get to a point where everyone will see and we will have a unified experience together. So if you wake up next week and are like, so did that alien thing ever happen? Did anyone see anything? Guarantee some people saw plenty and others didn't. So just allow it. And if you want that to be part of your experience, open to it mentally. Ask for it. Ask your guides to help you prepare and experience that because it's now becoming possible.